I'm standing here on this empty plot of land, and honestly, what a waste. It's just sitting here unused, collecting dust and despair. But we have a plan to change that. It's called the Beet Hunger Project, a community garden that will transform this dull, lifeless space into something fun, vibrant, and full of life. This isn't your average ma and pa veggie patch. I'm saying 40 raised, accessible beds, community events, and donating a portion of the produce to the food banks. So stay with us as we turn this wasted space into a place worth celebrating, one seed at a time.
You might be wondering, why a community garden and why now? What makes this project worth the time, energy, and investment? The truth is, our neighborhood is at a point where a project like Beet Hunger can make a significant real-world difference. The need is growing, and so is the opportunity. Across Toronto, food insecurity has reached levels we've never seen before. More families are relying on food banks than ever, and a large percentage of them are new users who never expected to need help. At the same time, grocery prices continue to climb, especially for healthy, fresh produce. For many people, fruits and vegetables are becoming luxuries instead of staples. This is where Beet Hunger steps in. Our garden is built on 3 major pillars. 1, improving food access. 2, strengthening community health. And 3, creating long-term economic value. Let's start with food access. In our specific area, affordable organic produce is not always easy to find. By producing an estimated 2,000 pounds of food each year, Beet Hunger will directly reduce grocery costs for families and individuals who are already feeling the pressure. And because community support is at the heart of the project, a large portion of everything grown will be donated to the local food bank, ensuring that our most vulnerable neighbors benefit directly from what we build together. This isn't just gardening, it's a community-powered response to a citywide challenge. Next, community health and well-being. Green spaces have a unique ability to improve lives. They reduce anxiety, boost mood, and encourage physical activity, and they also create opportunities for people to connect with one another. For many residents, especially in densely populated areas, there aren't enough places where they can slow down and simply breathe. Beet Hunger will serve as a spot where people can learn, socialize, and connect with their community. Our workshops will also introduce sustainable growing practices, giving people hands-on skills that they can use at home or in future community efforts. And finally, economic revitalization. Right now, the proposed lot is an underused, empty space. A space like this can cost the city money to maintain, but doesn't give anything back to the community. Transforming it into a garden can change that. Research consistently shows that community gardens can increase neighborhood pride, reduce vandalism, and actually attract more foot traffic, and even raise surrounding property values. What was once a forgotten patch of land can become a vibrant community asset managed by volunteers, supported through partnerships, and sustained by the people who benefit from it the most. So why now? Because our community is ready for a project that brings people together, addresses real needs, and leaves a lasting impact. Beet Hunger isn't just about growing vegetables, it's about growing community through connections and opportunity.
Okay, so we've talked about why Beet Hunger matters. Now I want to show you how we're actually going to bring this garden to life. Our whole project runs from November 2025 to July 2026, and we broke it into 4 big phases. We start in late fall and winter, which is our planning season. While the lot is still cold and empty, we're busy behind the scenes, securing the land and permits, confirming sponsors, finalizing the garden design, and checking that the budget is realistic. By early April, the big decisions are made. So when people show up with the shovels, we actually know where everything goes. As the weather warms up, we move into building season. From late winter into early May, the focus is the physical garden, getting the land cleared and leveled, setting up the watering system, building the garden beds, and adding paths, benches, and a fence. This part ends when the site finally looks like a real garden instead of a construction zone, and it's safe and ready for planting. At the same time, we run a people and process stream. While some of us think about lumber and soil, others recruit volunteers, set up the volunteer council, write the garden rules, and organize the donation system with local food banks. By the time the beds are ready, the people and processes are ready too. Finally, from spring into early summer, we launch and wrap up. We host orientation sessions, run our first workshop, and have a launch event for the garden, a little launch and lunch. After that, we collect feedback and hand everything over to the long-term garden team. We also build in a little buffer for weather and surprises, because spring in Toronto has moods. By the end of July, we want to step back and see Beet Hunger as a real living garden that can keep going even after our project is finished.
To make this happen, we need to invest $47,515. This is the one-time, all-in cost to build and launch this resource. Let's walk through exactly where that money is going, and more importantly, what we'll get back in return. Our cost summary shows that 3 deliverables drive the majority of our budget. The single largest cost is installing the garden plots at $11,780. This is due to the current market price of treated lumber for durability and the volume of high-quality organic soil required to ensure that our first season provides maximum yield for the food bank. By front-loading the cost into quality construction and nutrient-rich soil, we maximize the food output and minimize future maintenance costs. Our second key driver is installing the amenities. This includes the stone pathways, seating, and common areas at $5,030. This ensures the garden is accessible and sustainable as a true community gathering space. Finally, recruiting and training volunteers is critical at $4,880. This investment guarantees that our community members are taught by skilled gardeners, creating self-sufficiency from day one. The remainder of our expenses are widely distributed across necessities like irrigation and workshop development. We recognize that this is a significant sum, but the net benefit and project value far exceed this investment. The value is quantifiable. We project the estimated market value of the vegetables grown and donated each season to be approximately $15,000 to $20,000. That means this project will generate a 32 to 42% return on investment annually in the form of food equity alone. Crucially, the return is generational. Our secondary measurement metric is the number of individual gardens started in the community, which shows that this project doesn't just feed families, it creates a skilled, self-sufficient community and builds long-term self-reliance. The value of food security and a unified community is immeasurable. Our investment will yield a human return that is truly priceless.
Now I want to walk you through something important for any successful project: risk management plan. Every project comes with challenges, so we build a strong risk plan to make sure nothing gets in the way of Beet Hunger success. When we started planning this project, we knew even the best ideas comes with obstacles. So we scored each risk and create clear tactics to handle them early. One of the biggest risks is a shortage of volunteers with a score of 38.5. Since the setup phase required a lot of hands, we are partnering with local schools and colleges to ensure a dependable team right from the start. Another major risk is pest damage, scored at 36. Even a small pest issue can wipe out entire beds, so we're preparing early with organic pest control methods and regular monitoring to catch problems before they spread. Our highest impact risk is permit delays, with an 85% impact score. Since this could push the entire schedule back, we are submitting applications early, staying in frequent contact with the city's permit office, and building backup start dates into the timeline. We plan for risks like poor soil quality, weather delays, and water shortages, and budget overruns. By preparing for all of this upfront, we are making the Beet Hunger project stronger and more resilient and ready to create real and last impact for our community.
The Beet Hunger Garden will become a vital safety net for the community, producing an abundance of fresh food. The harvest will provide tangible relief and mitigate some of the effects of the unprecedented food insecurity facing families in the community. Our impact will be greater than just the food. We will use this project as a catalyst for community building. Our training workshops will ensure that the valuable skills don't just stay with the original volunteers. They will be transferred throughout the neighborhood, creating a new generation of gardeners. The Beet Hunger Garden will be a permanent asset that drives both community cohesion and long-term self-reliance. It will be living proof of what we can achieve when we invest in our neighbors.